No horses in the dojo, you leave your shoes at the door. Spinning cuts. Nah, Dark Souls taught us a bad habit that doesn't really exist. My first advice would be, don't fight a bear. Hello, I'm Thomas from Manchester Kendo Club. I've been practicing Kendo for about 13 years, give or take. So this idea, this one-handed slicing, this still exists in modern day swordsmanship. It normally comes under the school of Iaido, this idea of draw and cut in one big go. The only thing I'd say though is we generally then wouldn't stand there and showboat and pause and look all cool, because someone's just going to hit you when you're doing that. Spinning cuts. Nah, you don't turn your back to your opponent as much as you can, same rule. You're going to get hit. And a smoke bomb. We don't have it. If I did, I would use it, that's fair. And then stabs a guy when he's down. I mean, bad etiquette, but it happens. If a player goes down, you get a moment to strike them. Kind of fair-ish. I fell in the pool. Don't get into pools with your armour. I mean, he's just going to damage it. What's he doing? Bathing. Cool. Would recommend. Kendo leaves you with loads of blue stains on you all the time. I'm going to leave them to it. So first rule, no horses in the dojo. You leave your shoes at the door. He leaps off, and again he's taking on multiple people. Doing roly-polies. Sometimes happens by accident. Wouldn't recommend it. Dark Souls taught us a bad habit that doesn't really exist. Running around with a sword above his head. Okay, so one little bit that I did see there was it mentioned different stances. Stone stance, water stance, wind stance. Okay, so you get this a lot in different kind of Eastern martial arts. Kendo is no different, to be quite honest. We have 5 different ways we hold the sword. So the one we normally use is called chudan, where you put the sword in front of you, aimed at your opponent. It's the best way to do it in my opinion. They have a sword, I want to be as far away from them as possible most of the time, and this we would call a water stance. There are other ones, you sometimes have the sword above your head, heavenly stance, there's some other ones that I saw the guy go through as well then. Foxes have quite got a thing in Japanese mythology, the Inari. Kind of mythologically, this is the messenger of the gods. They would be given messages, they would go off and send it. When they come back, they'll be given a treat, which today we still have this as a inari sushi, the little kind of bit of fried tofu with some rice packed inside of it, really sweet. Cutting bamboo is hard, correct. This is called tamishigiri. Again, it's a bit more of an Iaido thing than a Kendo thing, trying to cut through bamboo mats. What does it say? Too slow. So, it's not really about being slow or fast. The sword is curved, so when you cut, you're trying to use this curve of the blade with it. We still do this when we strike the door, the body in Kendo. You're trying to get this fluid movement where the sword keeps on moving. Not so much how hard you hit it, how fast you hit it, you know, that helps. But if you just wanted to hit it really hard, you might as well just use a claymore or an axe. It's about trying to get this moving motion so the blade carries on cutting through it. Okay, we have a spearman. And being kicked off a cliff. If I could do that, I would. And he flies back onto the cliff. If I could do that, I would. Okay, my first advice would be, don't fight a bear. Just no, don't care what you have. Definitely not with a sword. Don't fight a bear. So he jumps off, he runs at the end, starts hacking away at a bear, and lies down on the floor, low health. And he's thrown in the air like a ragdoll. Awesome. Don't fight bears. I mean, just lie down and play dead. I think brown bear, black bear, I'm not sure. You just lie down. There we go. Cool. So, I can't say if it's accurate. I wasn't around in the 13th century to see it. Does it look cool? Yeah. Will I play it? Yeah, probably now, yeah, actually. Realism be damned, it looks fun. Thanks for watching, and thanks to the guys over at GAMINGbible for sending this over. I think I'm going to download it. Take care of yourself, guys.